we are ready, live, set, and good to begin for tonight's session. One and all to another exciting edition of the PokePod World Podcast. My name is KG Prestige. Let's get right into it, ladies and gents. We have a lot to talk about for this upcoming week because there was a crap ton of stuff that went down, and we have so much to dissect news that came out recently, just a couple of minutes ago, or an hour or so ago, honestly, that kind of is necessary for us to talk about too, because I feel like everybody's going to want to hear our opinions on it if we haven't already said or stated our opinions on social media. Technically, we had news that came out a few hours ago, but I think we're starting to get more like extra details in regards to the information we received a while ago. So obviously, as you guys know, there's going to be a discussion regarding the Lucario. There's going to be a discussion regarding the whatchamacalls it, the latest episode of PM 2019. Of course, we're going to be talking about that too, amongst many other topics as well. So I hope you guys will be able to sit back, relax, and enjoy the shenanigans for this week. And yeah, let's all have ourselves a damn good time with this one, ladies and gents. We are in session number 110, boys and girls. 2 years, pretty much. Well, not really 2 years. We're approaching 2 years pretty soon for the PokePod World Podcast. And I'm very happy we've been able to do at least 100 plus sessions for this series. And as I stated before in the past, the PokePod World Podcast, if you guys ever want to see any more sessions of these, you guys can go and check it out for yourself on the YouTube channel at the PokePod World, and you can watch all the episodes that have been aired as of date. So yeah, all the sessions that you got over there are going to be available for you. So make sure to go and check that out for yourself if you have yet to do so. Highly recommend you do so. Of course, very important indeed. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it that I need to discuss for now in regards to updates, things that are going to be coming up pretty soon, and we'll get into the discussions relatively soon. Now, I once again. Oh shit! People are getting ads. We know our turn is gonna have a. Oh shit! Alright, so we're gonna have Tyrone have a bitch section because Lucario getting Mega Stone. I'm kind of curious to see what Tyrone has to say about this. Legitimately, I'm honest with you. I have no idea what's gonna go down for that. So, yeah. Apparently, there's ads happening. Well, I don't listen. I can't control ads nowhere near as what you guys are talking about. I've never seen a 5 ad one before. That is new to me right there. So apparently, if you got Prime, you don't see the ads. Well, I don't know that. So what's going on? Poll time. Yeah, we might be able to make a poll earlier on and talk about like, is everybody excited or not so excited for this? Actually, no, because some of you might already know our opinions on Twitter if you follow us there. I think a better one would be if we enjoyed this week's episode of PM 2019 or not. That's the real one we need to do. We need to discuss about the latest episode. I feel like if we keep it at that, we'll probably be fine. Did KG and friends enjoy this week's episode or not? The Lucario one, I feel, is probably not the best idea to do so with that. So I'm just saying, yeah, we'll keep that as is. And I think we're getting multiple breaks in between episodes. I did hear that there was some kind of event that was going to go on for 3 hours, and unfortunately, that's going to bleed into the time that Pokemon would tend to air. So that's because of that. And with that issue, we'll no longer get to see the episode launch due to it. So yeah. Hey there, buddy. I think I see somebody hopping into the call. How you doing?
Good. We are going to be doing a live translation.
Ah, shit, man. I was expecting it because this thing came out just not too long ago, and I feel like I think I know what you're talking about. Uh,
Okay.
but are you feeling best if we talk? Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't know, TSS, if you're in your area, but is it like thunderstorming in your area?
It was. I heard a couple things of thunder about 20 minutes ago. So.
Okay, it's because every
Uh.
5 seconds it just flashes light here in my
Yep.
window screen.
Yep. Yeah. That's probably more to the south.
Yeah,
Okay.
it bled
So.
over here. But okay, just before we get any further though, obviously, is the discussion going to be Pokemon related?
Yes.
Okay. Should we save that as we approach closer? to the Pokemon anime discussion, or because I don't feel like we're
Yes,
gonna have.
yes,
Yeah, we'll save that a little
yeah,
as we approach closer to the hour review. Like at 45 minutes, we'll talk about that. But I'm
yes,
really curious about that because a lot of information, even now, is still kind of coming out. So we, of course,
yes.
would like to see exactly what's going to go down. Thor's at New York, I guess so. He's probably filming that new film, Love and Thunder. But TSS
Mm.
though, how have you been this week?
Good. I still haven't watched Idama Kunli yet, and I want to save it because I'm gonna be sad because there's not gonna be no episodes left after this.
But you do know, season 3 is coming.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
excited for
god.
that for sure. Yeah.
I I'ma just say this right now, TSS. Once you finish this episode, if you do go watch or read the book, I'm telling you right now, man, you are going to be expecting quality with this upcoming thing. I'm just saying,
Mm.
man, it's
Yeah.
gonna be high quality entertainment. Like Ida
Mm.
Makun is like, as I stated before, dozens of times, has become one of my favorite manga series ongoing so far that I've just been absolutely loving. So I'm curious to see how your opinion is going to come into play when you watch or read Itamakun after the finale of
Yes.
season
All
2.
right,
Hey,
Yes.
boys.
Tyrone, how you doing, buddy?
It's work time.
Indeed it is. All right. Well,
Mm.
everybody, we got the entire trio right here for tonight. It's KG, it's TSS, it's TG3. We're here once and all again for another exciting edition of the PokePod. We got a lot to discuss, as stated before earlier by TSS. There
Yeah.
is something we're going to be talking about before we get to the actual episode review, or it might even bleed into the episode review. We'll see how things play out for that. But we do have quite a lot to discuss for the Pocket Monsters 2019 anime series. However, as you guys already know, it is the BS hour. We always love to kind of just hang around, chit chat, and talk about about all
Bullshit.
the bullshit that's happening. And not too long
We
ago,
got a lot of bullshit to talk about, actually.
so here's the thing: me and TSS were just literally talking about the finale of Itamakun. TSS hasn't watched it yet, but there came a confirmation that season 3 is indeed underway, and I'm very glad that they actually announced it rather than just kind of keeping us under wraps as to whether or not there was going to be a third season to come. So it's
Mhm.
just nice to see that we know that it's going to be happening. It is based off probably one of the best arcs, and I want to say right now, I think that arc is going to be the entirety of this upcoming season. Like I thought that it might have been split into 2 arcs, but I feel, judging and reminding myself just how much shit they need to develop for this upcoming arc, is just going to be pure on plot right now. Just
Right.
going straight from episode 1 to the finale of season 3, that's just going to be pure plot. And that's something I want to praise the second season real quick of Itamakun, because I want to say season 2 is incredibly polished compared to the first season. Like, I
Yeah.
love everything about the second season. And my favorite bit as well is that I believe they ended the season off on the chapter prior to the third season's beginning. And I love
Good.
that it ended on that note. I want to get more into details on that, but I don't want to spoil anything for TSS here and for viewers who have yet to watch Ida Makun, which I'm gonna ask you guys again. Give it a shot. It's 2 seasons. You got like 40 episodes. The first season might be a little slow when you get into that one major arc, but after that, and you get into season 2, it is just consistency,
Mm.
throughout the second season, and it is that polished in my opinion. I really been loving the second season and cannot wait to see what season 3 will have to offer. And knowing what is coming, I'm just excited, man. Holy shit. Especially if you know what happened in the arc in this season with the finale of the carnival stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, there's some shit happening, and I'm so excited to talk about that when that time comes. But yeah, Itamakun, season 3 confirmed.
Yeah. It's the
Be excited.
Devil's Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, so TSS, I do
Wait,
have to ask
Disney.
you. Oh.
Disney isn't
Yeah.
already the devil.
Oh yeah, speaking about Disney, we also have the Hawkeye trailer that came out recently, and I feel like this is probably gonna be Jeremy Renner's last.
Is this gonna be after the events that already took place, or is this like a
Yeah, it
like
has to
Black
because
Widow
remember they got
situation?
snapped out of existence, so it has to
Oh,
take
okay.
place after the events of Endgame. But the question is now, how is that going to kind of like Like, because it's going to be a
I
passing of
thought
the
they were
torch.
going to do
That's
a
the
Black
thing.
Widow. I thought they were doing a Black Widow situation where it's like this took place before. Like,
No. This takes place after the events. If you watch the trailer,
good.
you'll see that there are
That
some
means
things.
that means I can give a shit about it.
Yeah, so unfortunately,
I
Black
still
Widow
haven't
suffers
watched
by
Black
that.
Widow. I need to watch that.
You have to watch Black Widow because apparently
You
there's a
don't. I
character.
don't have to watch shit.
No, you do because there's a character in that film that is going to be in Hawkeye.
Yeah, oh, that's some bullshit storytelling. We're gonna make the character, like the past to come to the they sacrifice Black Widow for the sake of plot development.
For Hawkeye, yes.
You use me for character development. That wasn't very nice.
But yeah, so I watched the trailer. I'm very excited for it. It looks like it's going to be a more down to earth. I feel like they're kind of hiding a lot. Of course, they have to, judging from what they're going to be basing off the series on. So very much looking forward to it. It's going to be happening in the holiday season of this year, and yeah. I am loving the cast. I'm loving the scenery of it. It looks to be more of a down to earth action. Huh?
She says I have to watch Black Widow, but if I remember correctly, Black Widow was that one Marvel movie where, like, I remember Goku and Vegeta was like, let's fight somewhere empty, and then they fight in the movie theater while
Black Widow.
while Black Widow's happening.
God, man,
Oh
I
my
can't.
God.
I can't even. I feel bad for Black Widow. That film should have came out in between and Civil War and whatever the film was prior to that. But they held that shit until this year, and it sucks because now even Scarlett Johansson is, what was it, suing Disney over that situation. So yeah. But going back to something I was trying to bring up before, with TSS anyway. Now I know you have yet to watch the final episode of season 2 of Irumakun, but at least I can talk with you about the first 20 episodes, and I do really want to hear your opinion on what you thought of regarding the second season, minus the final episode, of course. So.
All right, so we had the two major arcs, which is the what is it, what the hell is it, the what I like to call the Growth Spurt Arc. where where it's like Ali, like, first of all, we get introduced to Ali, Shinichiro Miki, one of the best roles he's had in a long time, in my opinion. It fits the character really well. Turns Iruma into like this freaking teenage angst form, and he kicks ass.
Oh, you're talking about how did they say it?
The one, what is it, the Golden,
Irumin?
no, not
Was it?
Irumin, yeah.
Yeah, Irumin. So. I think there was an arc that also happened prior to that, but it was like a small one. Which I think was the student council one, if I'm correct.
Yeah, student council one, yes.
And also that is the episode, or at least those episodes are the ones that really got me to appreciate Amity's character as a whole.
Yes.
And also the revelation that came out of it at the end.
So you had that mini arc, and then the royal
one, I think is what
the royal one. Yeah, the royal one. Yeah, got that one out in the bag, and then the Walter Park arc.
And the Walter Park one, though, this is the one I was telling you, TSS. This is where the characters that felt secondary finally become main characters in the show itself.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, especially how it ended, fantastic. Just can't. But the thing is, though, they're still hounding the fact that Iruma is trying to not get attention, and he gets all this fucking attention.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he tries so hard to kind of pass away from that shit, but yeah.
And then for some reason, I think maybe the acid or something that he puts on, that he washes himself in, so it takes away the human smell, kind of like went away, and then that's why he got eaten by the monster.
Yeah, there's a lot of great things.
There's a lot of great stuff. The date stuff was fun. Clara's home stuff is fun.
That stupid song that was in that episode, man.
Yeah, but Yeah,
was good.
but it's charming though.
Oh no, I'm not denying it was charming. I'm just saying that song was just stupid as hell, but I
Go
love
on
that they went all the
Crunchyroll and
way with
watch
it.
the fucking series. You gotta watch it.
It really is fun, Tyrone. Like
It's
legitimately.
like so far I could give I could give the first season an 8. I can give this one like a 9.5 because I felt like this was a much better execution of of the series than the first season. Like I said, like as KG mentioned, uh, the arc that ended the first season drags on a bit too much for my liking, but I still enjoy it. But the character development in it makes up for it. So, but like I said, second season blows the first season out of the water.
No, no hesitation whatsoever. I wouldn't even
Nothing.
complain about it. The second season just flows way better. The pacing
Yeah.
is done nicely. Animation and music is improved over the first season as well. I feel like
Yes.
the first season was them kind of testing the waters. Second season was
Yeah.
the execution.
Although what I've actually noticed is that the No Satisfaction full version versus the TV size version, the bass the bass is a lot more prominent, and also the bass synths are like the bass work and the bass synths are better worked on the full version. So I guess they didn't the mix is kind of off on the TV size version. You don't really hear like this bass synth and then the regular bass, but in the full version they correct that, and it's much more punchy
Yeah.
and it fits the song better.
You're gonna have a fun time with that first opening though. that first opening was kind of what got me into it alongside
Well,
TSS.
Magical Bobby Land, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bobby, oh god.
Yeah,
Bobby,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Now, just to let you know, TSS, once you finish the final episode, and to those who've seen the show by any chance, if you want to get into the manga, I believe the arc or the final episode of season 2 ends around chapter 94, which is the date episode. And then episode 95 is when the next arc begins. I'm
Yeah,
not
so
going to
chapter
say
95.
anything about it. Read it for yourself or just wait for the third season. But God, oh my God.
Well, at least, hey, now you have enough time to actually read through all those chapters, because now let's see. So that's chapter.
There's
So I
like
gotta get a
200,
chapter.
isn't there?
Yeah, but it's like, but I'll say that, well, to get enough time to catch up with the third season, now I'm gonna have to read, let's see, 90 chapters.
Mm-hmm. To the first 2 seasons, yeah. 95 chapters, I believe you have to go through.
That's fine.
Which is still fine in itself, and also you don't have to worry about that pacing issue from the first season. But to those who just want to jump straight to the next arc, just go to chapter 95 for Idamakun. So, once again, give it a watch. I think people will enjoy it if they give it a chance. And, yeah.
Like I said, the voice acting in both seasons, top notch.
Mm-hmm. All right, then, ladies and gents, let's continue moving forward. Obviously, tomorrow is a very big day. I think a lot of people already know as to why this is the case, but of course, we need to talk about it.
The 35th anniversary of Elton's worst gig. No.
Oh shit, that too.
I knew you were gonna bring that up somehow.
9/14/1986, Madison
KG,
Square
what's
Garden.
the
Last
real
of the
thing?
four.
In case people were kind of wondering, tomorrow, Cruisin' Blast is coming out.
Oh,
yes.
that.
Yes.
That too.
I've been hearing TSS talk about it so much, I thought it been came out at this point.
No.
He's
Comes
been
out
talking
tomorrow.
about it since its debut.
Well, that's because he's excited for that shit. Week by week.
It's the first cruising game worth buying since 1999.
Shit, I thought the game came out already. He's been hyping it up since last year.
Listen, I would be playing it right now if it came out.
Yeah, like legitimately, Cruisin' Blast is finally coming out to the Nintendo Switch. It is Mario Kart 9 basically for Nintendo Switch. People have been wanting a new Nintendo IP racing game, and we are going to be seeing Cruisin' come out tomorrow. and I am excited to see how excited people are going to get with it. Hopefully, it lives up to people's expectations, and hopefully, people buy the goddamn game because they said if it sells
Buy the
very
fucking
well,
game. It's $40.
if it sells well, they said they're going to put DLC on this shit, and most importantly, online. If they put cruising online, it's a wrap right there. People are going to be playing that shit online all the time. It really is a great game. I think people, if you guys have ever played any of the cruising games or any of the franchise before, whether it be on arcade or in consoles, you know it's good. So to see it finally come to the Nintendo Switch and then see where it's going to hope, and if it hopefully pays off well, we can see even more content come to it. Maybe even some retro tracks from the past for DLC. Who knows?
Well, like I said, Eugene Jarvis has said himself that if this game does well, we get freaking remasters of the first 3 games.
So basically, this is Nintendo's version of like the trilogy, like the Spyro trilogy or the Crash trilogy. Now we're getting the Cruising trilogy right here.
Dude, it's gonna be better than the original arcades,
Indeed.
and that's gonna make me really happy.
But yeah, it's coming out tomorrow, just a couple of hours from now. So if you guys have yet kind of wondering which game to get, whether it be Sonic Colors Ultimate or Cruising, I think it's a safe bet to know which one to go for. So yeah, go for Cruising, please. Either that or save for Super Monkey Ball as well if you want to get that too. So. But Cruising, definitely give some Cruising some love, man. Just saying. All right, so let's
go. Because we want the hammerhead shark with the laser beam on its freaking head, and the freaking unicorn, and the freaking Tyrannosaurus Rex and
Exactly. I want to ride my Pegasus as it crashes
Yeah.
to the goddamn screen wall and just breaks the glass everywhere.
You gotta be like a fucking UFO and a fucking school bus and shit, you know.
With no explainable reason other than it just simply can do it. You know what I mean? And I think that's my favorite bit about it. All right, then. So let's go move on into the next discussion. Why don't we? So obviously we need to talk about this too because of the situation. That, well, not necessarily a situation, but it's, depending on how you approach it, could be a good or a bad thing. The PlayStation event that happened last week.
Oh, yeah, that.
I thought you guys were going to also bring this up in chat as well, but I don't know, man.
I figured it would be in the pod. We
had to discuss it.
We had the reaction, yeah.
Yeah, we have our reactions up on our channels, both on mine and on Tyrone's channel, if you guys want to watch our respective takes on the presentation as a whole, because me and Tyrone never watched it when it first came out. We waited a few hours before we can do the reaction, but for the most part, at least on my end, I found the presentation enjoyable until I remember a lot of the shit that they revealed there are things we kind of already expected to see. Also, it's mainly CGI. Also, the dates are coming out very, very later in the year, or years per se, as in 2023. And even some of them not even getting any date whatsoever. So for all we know, some of the titles that we saw, like Project Eve, might not even come out until 2024 for all we know. Because we don't know a date for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, aside from that, though, for the most part, I'm really liking what I did see. I mean, I am excited for these to finally come out. Knights of the Old Republic is a remake happening, confirmed. While we didn't see anything, it's still nice to see that there is one of them coming there. Of course, the God of War game that's also going to be coming out soon. They did show off a lot of content in the presentation, and I'm very excited for what is to drop for that game, especially because of the lore and all. What else was there? Project Eve, we just talked about a while ago. It felt like a mixture of Nier and Bayonetta, as a weird way to say that.
It was Bayonetta Jr. There's no bullshitting it.
It's Korean.
Bayonetta Jr. Yes, Korean.
Yeah, it's Korean barbecue Bayonetta.
Yeah, Korean barbecue Bayonetta.
Yeah, of course we got Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, Venom's gonna be in Spider-Man 2.
Negan Bayonetta.
Damn. But yeah, so there were a bunch of titles. I think I gave my score maybe an 8 overall. I mean, like, I enjoyed what was revealed, but like then I reminded myself, oh shit, this is gonna be stuff that we're not gonna see until 2023 and onwards. So
6 from me.
Would you like to explain why that's the case?
There's only 2 good things about it. Give me chocolate and Gran Turismo 7.
Oh. Chocolate.
So Baby Metal and Gran Turismo 7. That's all I
well,
care
Oh yeah,
about.
there was a Baby Metal song in there, wasn't there?
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Freaking
like-
Give Me Chocolate. Yeah.
I like Spider-Man.
But you knew Spider-Man was coming though, so.
I
But at
didn't.
least now you know that it's a playable Miles Morales and Peter
Spider-Man and Venom.
Venom, yeah.
Unless they're fighting Venom.
Hey, he might be one of those kind of situational characters who might
Fight
be
him
playable.
first and then use him later.
Yeah. There is
I'm
no
down for
co-op,
that.
but I mean that's kind of fine. I kind of
No,
want it that
I'm
way.
actually kind of pissed about that. I wanted co-op. That'd be kind of cool.
Online co-op, or would have been just like home
Yeah,
local
somebody
co-op?
be Miles. Yeah, somebody be Miles and the other person be Peter Parker. That would be pretty fucking dope.
It could. It might
Lightning,
also break some shit,
baby,
though.
baby
Yeah,
metal
it
music.
definitely would.
Baby metal music goes with anything that you don't expect. So therefore-
I mean, I would kind of
Expect the
expect it
unexpected.
to just be like Grand Theft Auto's online mode, pretty much.
Somebody says black teen with swagger and
Yeah, with
Peter.
exaggerated swagger.
Exaggerated swagger of a black teen and Peter Parker, of course.
Yeah, and Peter Parker.
And Peter Parker. So let's see. Venom voice going to be done by Candyman himself. Holy shit! Really now? I forgot
Nice.
what the name was that was going to be doing the Venom voice. People did mention it before when it came out, when it came into that presentation, but I forgot his name. So yeah, like I said before, not really much to say towards that presentation as a whole. It is still exciting to
They
see.
showed their
Also-
fucking loot game again.
yeah, nobody cares about that fucking game.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Modern Vintage Gamer actually talked about this on his Twitter as well. Gran Turismo 7 requires online even for single player.
That's lame.
That is lame.
That
pretty lame.
is indeed. Wait, hold on a second. Aren't you doing your stream? Kay?
She pronounced she answered in machine noises.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine. We'll keep going, and then her exuberant energy will completely blow the water out.
Hold
and
on
then
a
we'll be able
second.
to hear it.
Wait. Hold on a second. She is streaming. What the hell? Hold on a second.
Then
What the hell are we doing? Like double
I
stream?
think. Oh, hold on. I think she's going to raid and then transition over. That's my guess. That's my actual guess.
Nope.
So.
We wrong, motherfuckers.
No, she's off.
Oh, she's
Oh,
off.
then shit,
Yeah,
she's not
she's
even
off.
raiding.
And they're off.
Whoa, hold on. If she's off, that
Discord.
means she's just gonna show up on here.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
Discord.
when
Check
she's
the
when she
Discord
gets a
settings.
chance
Okay,
to
she's
say
gone.
hi.
Now she's back.
Wait, what?
She's gone and she's
Everybody,
back.
shut up. Suspense.
Speak, my lady. Speak, my lady. You're my. Oh, no.
It's so much. You can cut the tension with the knife.
Whoo boy.
Okay.
All right, back
Well,
to plot. I
Ghost of
guess.
K is
Time to change the Discord settings. That's what it's time for.
While the Ghost of K is here, I guess we'll continue.
Oh
what
no,
we had to
she's
say.
saying in the chat, why is it not working?
Are you fucking
Because
kidding
you
me?
gotta go to the Discord settings and change the fucking.
No, but that was
Input.
fine when we were talking with her a while ago. What happened?
It doesn't
It
matter.
updated.
Discord likes to fucking change the settings
Yeah, it updated probably.
all
for her.
the fucking time.
Also, where is she typing this? Because I don't see
In anime.
Anime.
Yeah.
Anime. Why is it not working?
yeah.
I
Good,
don't know
good translation
why
there,
it's not
buddy.
working.
Oh yeah, speaking
Well-
of. Oh, there you
There
are.
we
Oh,
go.
she's alive.
Okay, so midway through talking, I guess, my computer decided, nah, I'm gonna just turn off their microphone entirely, like in the settings of a computer.
That explains why the beep boop noises were coming in before.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yes,
Anyway,
USB.
hi. So you see, I was streaming. However, mid-stream, my capture card died,
Oh fuck.
and then
Oh.
Streamlabs crashed.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
It was so cursed.
Holy
That's fucked.
heck. But I hope that
fucked.
well, first of all, check your Switch. Is your Switch okay though?
Let me check my Switch.
Yeah, you might want to check on that too, because if it's just been a consistency with crashing on everything, I hope the Switch is fine as well.
My Switch is fine.
Yeah.
She's okay.
Okay. Ah man, sorry to hear about the capture card though. What
It's
capture
alright.
card were you
What?
using?
What?
though?
What? Yeah. What cap card?
I
Yeah.
don't fucking know. It was my point.
I don't fucking know. I think it's the her leaving, so her voice is fading.
Yeah, she just walks off into the unknown.
Oh my god.
Okay, never change.
Thank you, Bestie. Yeah, I literally I bought it for $20 on Amazon. So now I already had a donut goal during stream to what's it called? To get a rice cooker, which I got that set, so that was Pog. But then my capture card died, then I was like, you know what? Well, I guess I can't buy a rice cooker anymore.
Aww.
Well, after the pod tonight, I will recommend you which one to get.
Yeah, we'll get that situated. We'll get that situated.
I was looking at Elgato.
Don't worry, you're amongst tech friends.
As an Elgato user, I do have one. I could say yes to that. However, that was a while ago, so obviously new captures have existed nowadays.
Exactly.
Well, if the biggest problem that I find with Elgato cards is that sometimes like OBS doesn't play nice with it.
Oh yeah, it has some issues. I can vouch for that as an Elgato user.
I personally bought an Avermedia HD2 because I'm not going to be streaming 4K.
Yeah.
Streams in 4K.
Yeah, like we don't need 4K
YouTube. People can stream 4K on YouTube, but not on Twitch.
Yeah, they
I'm
can.
just saying,
She's asking who does
need
it.
to though.
Yeah, who does it? Like,
No one.
My life in gaming.
Yeah, but that's them though.
We ain't them, right? We ain't them.
We ain't them. But yeah, we'll
we
help
ain't
you
them.
out with
They ain't us.
but was it just the capture card, I guess, in itself then?
yeah, I think it's the capture card. Because my Switch is fine.
Okay, I'm glad to hear the Switch.
Yeah,
is
so
at least
probably like bad solder joints or some shit. Okay.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I bought it for $20. Like, what was I
I know. When
expecting?
my eyes opened up when you said
$20.
$20. Yeah.
Yeah, she was $20 on Amazon, bro.
$20.
There's not even a brand on it. It's literally just capture card, and that's it.
Damn.
Chinesium at its finest. Yeah.
But just to catch you up to speed, okay, we're just simply talking about. What were we talking about?
We're talking about Sony.
We were talking about Sony.
Okay, we're talking about the
Sony
PlayStation.
event, yeah.
I don't know if you got a chance to watch it yourself personally, but if you did, well, first
I
of all,
saw a little bit. So I watched it because Nanners was streaming it, so I watched it with Nanners.
first of all, good choice, no.
I love Miss Nanners.
Yes,
Nice.
but we're just talking about some of the stuff that they did reveal there. Obviously, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, Gran Turismo, God of War, to name a few.
Why'd you put an ad, KG?
I didn't do anything. I swear, I'm just talking.
We get it. You want the bread. You want the
$20.
bread.
No, if I want the bread, I would be like, yo, guys, did you guys know we're actually in partnership with Artesian Builds and you could save up to $200 on your custom PC if you go to their link down below in the About section and use the code KG Prestige and enter the code at cart or checkout and you'll get yourself some goodies right then and there.
See, it's literally 1 out of 5. It's literally gonna play 5 ads right now.
I am doing nothing. I swear to God, I'm just talking with you.
$20 to get rid of the ads. It's $5.
$5 ad break. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, I'm doing nothing. Although I do want to mention, the reason why I am not doing anything is because I actually received an email from Twitch saying, hey, we got this new function called a powerful new ads manager that keeps your channel pre-roll free. And it allows you to actually set up ads to play without you needing to do it. So that's why I'm saying I didn't do it. The thing itself was doing it for me. So in a way, I'm kind of in the clear for this one, right? No? Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
You're a sellout, KG. You're a fucking sellout.
No, if I was a
VTuber.
sellout.
Hey, listen, I'm a VTuber. Even I'm calling you a sellout, KG.
Listen, but you might call me a sellout, but you know what? You can save up to $200 on your custom PC.
Even God outside is pissed off at you. That's why it's fucking thundering and lightning out.
Blinking white. Why can't I just? Why can't I have
Speak to us,
nice
God. $20.
$20.
$20. This is easily the best ad break ever.
Bro,
so
KG's gotta get the
okay,
$3.
but hey, let's
$20.
at least look at it bright side. chat, if you guys miss out on 1 minute and 30 seconds of content, you can actually come back to the channel and rewatch it later. So
Oh,
Yeah,
they
right.
couldn't hear us. I forgot.
Or you could check out the PokePod World on YouTube.
we have all
They do
109
decide.
sessions there. And Kay's been in a couple of them, so if you want to see more of K content there, you can go check out on that channel too.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
so
am on
funny.
there. Whack.
You kind of just
Hey.
become like one of the secondary pod members now.
You're in the pod now.
And this is the first time in the pod that we're interacting.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, K,
Yeah.
TSS, the one you actually kicked out for a bit, and TSS, it's
Yeah.
K.
Yes, the higher power, Vince McMahon. You know,
All right, TSS, time to go.
Oh yeah, oh, TSS, let's
We
get
can't
out
be in
of
the same room. Sorry, bestie. We can't be in the same room. Get out of here.
Oh shit.
I live in this place. I live in this. It's like no. This is okay. This is not District 9 where it's like I am here to serve you an eviction notice.
You
No,
know
we're not here. We're not here for
You know how
that.
much TSS is paid to come here? $20.
Yeah, $20. That's exactly the cost of what 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Goodness.
But first
yeah.
of all, Kay, it is good to see you here. Though,
Thank you.
of course, and
Yeah.
we'll just catch you up to speed. We've just been talking about a couple of things, like we mentioned the Sony stuff, anime, and some cruising game coming out tomorrow as well. Now, of course, we're going to be getting into some of the more interesting discussions in just a wee bit. Obviously, TSS mentioned before that we are going to be talking about.
We're going to be doing a live translation.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to be talking
Whoa.
about some Pocket Monsters anime stuff.
I can use my shitty Nihongo and try like.
Are we gonna talk about evolutions, by the way? Is that a thing?
What the
Do-
fuck
do-
is an evolutions?
I don't
Yes.
fucking know.
Okay,
Yes.
TSS, you can talk about it because I'm gonna be honest with you. I have little to no connections with evolutions after.
I don't either, and I watched it.
Yeah, and I didn't watch it. Okay, did you
Well,
watch it?
it's been
No, you think I barely even watched the anime, let alone like watching
Oh.
other stuff.
Well, folks, first of all, you'll have to know that this was animated by Team Kato, so it's the same one as the PM 2019 anime. Also, in terms of like matches not made in heaven, this is one of the only times you're going to hear Masafumi Mima mix Ed Goldfarb's music.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but the thing is
Honest
though,
reaction right
because Masafumi Mima did the mix, it doesn't sound like shit.
Ew.
All we just needed was good direction, and we got it.
Yes, we did. And also let me just get the little thingy here because I got all my notes here.
Yes.
Guess
So
I gotta
the-
talk about the damn special too after DSS is done.
Yeah,
Which
so
one? Of
the-
Evolutions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll also
So the episode director is Tomiyasu Daiki, and then the animation director is Yamazaki Rei. Now, those two folks have appeared on Pokenchi during the Sun and Moon era.
Mm.
Now Rei Yamazaki actually was the lady that was in the Mijimaru shirt
Hold on, I
when
gotta stop you right
Shokutan
there.
when
I gotta take a
Shokutan
piss. I'll be right back.
Wait,
Take
what?
a piss.
Oh,
You take a piss.
why'd she announce it?
Okay.
Why did she tell people? Why is it live for a viewing audience? What? KD, quick, pull up the ad. $20.
$20. What the fuck is this shit?
$20.
$20 to go to the bathroom. What the fuck is this venue? No. But anyway,
$2 for a bottle of water.
Oh shit! All right, I
pay
apologize.
$35 for a pocket pastrami sandwich at MSG. But yeah, so Rei Yamazaki appered on Pokenchi during the Sun and Moon era, the end of Sun and Moon, because Shokutan was drawing one of the Lily scenes from SM146. So so if you go to, I forget what episode of Pokenchi it is, but it's the episode where Shokutan draws her scene in SM146, and she's the lady in the Mijimaru shirt, and also Daiki Tomiyasu. He's the guy who you saw during the voice sessions in Sun and Moon they had like special guests and stuff, and they were in the booth and things like that. He's the episode director, so you actually saw him on camera too. But no, this was this was a
back.
great first outing. Now the other thing is, welcome back. The other thing is, the Sunday before, so a few days before, Iwane on his Twitcasting stream drew Leon, and he was mentioning about evolutions, and he drew it in more of an evolution style rather than the Sun and Moon, the PM 2019 style. So he knows about it because obviously it's Kim Kato, right?
Yes.
So I would not be surprised if Iwane is going to be in evolutions.
Yeah, it's gonna happen at some point. We just don't know.
No,
when.
Iwane did not do this episode, but a lot of the animators are the Team Kato, so
They should be familiar to fans of the original
Yes.
Plots and Monsters anime. So yeah.
yes.
But
Iwane drew Leon on his Twitcasting stream. If you want to go and if you all want to watch his live streams that he does every Sunday, he does like analog art. He draws like two pictures in like an hour using like markers and watercolor and shit. It's twitcasting.tv/animator1965.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to answer your question, Nintendo Man, yes, I did wash my hands, and if I was gonna rip my piss, it'd be about a solid 6. Continue.
Neat.
She rated the piss.
Yes. Continue. Go on.
But but seriously though,
Remarkable.
wow, maybe fucking voice crack now. Make me hit fucking E4s, fucking.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so a lot of languages came out for this for the dub, and the thing is, it's like, okay, I wanted to watch Japanese, right? Then I look at the end credits. The problem is now there's plenty of languages. There's like Taiwanese, there's French, there's there should be German, there's English, obviously, Japanese, Korean as well. The only thing is the end credits are all the same. So there's only English voice acting credits, not Japanese ones. But Daisuke Ono reprises his role as Leon. So Leon in the anime is the same as Leon in Evolutions.
You know, I like
so was the Taiwan one.
Oh, and just to clarify, the Japanese was the region locked. So
Yeah, the Japanese one was region locked too, but that's voice, not sub. Because if it was subbed, then that means it would be English. It's not English; it's Japanese.
Neat.
But yeah, so even look, I'll mention I did watch it. There's nothing necessarily that I could say was. I mean, if you played the games and you want to see it animated, that scene, there you go. This felt more like the day in life of a champion during the middle of a crisis kind of situation.
No, it's Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, that's also a good way to say that.
Let me point this out from the viewer's perspective of the everyman. When I watched this, I just went, huh. Okay, that happened. There's only 2 things that I noticeably liked when watching it. One, and this is very obscure, Pokeball physics. I don't know why. I really like the Pokeballs in this. Is that weird? Is that weird that I like that?
No.
I don't know. The way the Pokeball... Yeah, exactly. But the way the Pokeball moved...
Thank you, Donnie, for the link there. That's
the way the Pokeball moved and like the noises they make and stuff. It was pretty cool. It was a very tangible item. Like, I don't know. Something about it. The Pokeballs are animated all the time, but it made like the noise when it hit the ground. It made like the wiggle. It was like super shiny. Holy shit. That was really cool. I liked that.
Also, for some reason, it uses the cinematic 2.35:1 ratio, which is interesting. Like usually these things are in 16:9, but to have a 2.35:1 ratio, that was pretty cool.
The second thing I liked was I'm not really a giant fan of Charizard thanks to what the whole franchise has done with him, but I did like that Charizard was coddling Leon. That's nice. I
A lot
like
of
that
people were going
like,
nuts over Charizard's back, according to social
because
media.
I think this is. I mean, obviously, this plays in the game too. But and if you play the game, you know what happens. This is Leon, I think, coming to grips knowing that his reign as an undefeatable champion may end today. He already lost in the battle against Eternatus, against the new generation of people, his younger brother and you, the player. He's going into this battle kind of knowing how it might turn out. It's a foreboding situation. It's him coming to grips with the fact that this fight may end in him actually losing. The announcer literally spells it out. It's not even hidden. The announcer literally praises the player for beating Eternatus and Leon, who freaking fails at doing it. He points out all of the accomplishments.
It sounds
What?
so sad.
Exactly.
Failed.
But that's the point. Is like the whole point is that because Leon's starting to realize, oh shit, the younger generation can potentially be better than me. My reign as undefeatable champion may end right now. And Charizard sort of like comforts him and he's like, okay, I'm gonna fight. And if they are gonna take my spot, they're gonna have to fight for it. And thus the fight begins and we get our whole, credits and bullshit. Obviously the downside being that the fight doesn't fucking happen. But it is a good like I wouldn't say it's like it's not an awe-inspiring thing, but it is a nice little like homage to a situation that we otherwise never questioned. We never really looked into the mindset of Leon before this fight because the game never really gave us a cutscene before this fight. The cutscene we get is from the perspective of the player.
Which
We
makes
fight
sense because
Leon.
we're the ones.
So we fight Leon. We never see what Leon's thinking. We never get in his head about it because we're about to fight him. Who cares? But here we see a situation where the fall of an undefeated champion is happening. This is the moment in which they are about to lose. So it's very exciting to see it from that level rather than just, the fight itself and, them beating them. That part technically isn't important. We know how this fight ends. If you played the game, you know how this fight ends. It ends in you winning. Leon loses and thus he gets frustrated, but he picks himself up because he's able to accept the fact that he lost. So it earns some points. I don't care for it for the same reason that I told you guys I don't really like most shorts, animated Pokemon shorts. And it's because these could be potential animes, but they're choosing not to. At this point, they're making the straight up choice to not make a Galar Pokemon series. Because they could have been made one at this point and just made it seasonal instead of weekly. But they're making efforts not to, so it's frustrating.
Yeah, unfortunately, Galar is going to be the region that got shafted by so many things.
Yeah, they literally could have made a Pokemon Galar Adventure series or something, and I'm sure people would have ate it up.
Then I wouldn't have Go. So then I'm kind of glad that it didn't happen.
No, we still could run the weekly series. I'm saying just have a seasonal series on the side. I mean, hell, Pokemon, I know this is kind of like, it's not quite a good example, but Mega Evolution was technically a separate series before it fused with Pokemon X and Y.
Or, you could use the Twilight Wings that we had a while ago.
Yeah, but that wasn't.
again,
But that wasn't.
shorts too.
But also that was not done by the anime team.
No. But I'm just referring having that still play out as the show is still ongoing. Not necessarily what studios make.
Twilight Wing, Generations, Twilight Wings, Origins. I don't like all of them for the same reason. Just make fucking shows. Why are you doing this to us? Stop making way more interesting Pokemon series.
When the people pay more than $11 an hour to fucking people drawing anime, and
Pay $20.
$20 an hour.
$20.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate, yes. But what can we do? All we can do is just simply complain.
I think this is the last Galar thing we'll see for a while, right? The next one they're going to Sun and Moon, and then they're gonna they're going backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Generations went forwards. This is going backwards.
Backwards, yeah.
Which makes it kind of feel weird when we get to Kanto, because it's like you're
It's gonna be
supposed to
the
be
last
Kanto
kind of the weak one.
again. Yeah.
We'll see what happens with the Kanto
Okay.
adventures.
Also, folks, today marks the 5th anniversary of when we talked about the Korokoro leaks for Sun and Moon, and of course, the best image that graced the face of the earth,
McLovin.
McLovin Satoshi.
Never
What?
forget. Oh yeah, you
Never
weren't there
forget.
for that, were you? So
Nope.
back when
I
the
was
Sun
not.
and back when the Sun and Moon series began, a lot of skepticism was coming from it. However, we got an official poster of the Sun and Moon series for the first time, and TSS pointed out, I think it was TSS, pointed
Yes, it
out
was.
that there was, for some reason, Satoshi's face reminded him of connections with the McLovin
Thing
license.
from Superbad.
Yeah, and so some fan decided to put two and two together and just straight up make a McLovin with Satoshi in the middle. And it just worked so beautifully at that time. And still does. If we have that somewhere in the
Yes,
folders of memes
yeah.
here.
As a matter of fact, the reason why I was reminded of that is because of I saved it on Facebook.
Yeah, I actually saw it on Facebook too.
Oh, God,
There
I
it is.
love... Oh, from memories, right?
Age yourself.
There it
It
is.
was in one of those like this happened years ago situation.
Yeah, McLovin and Momona Street, Honolulu.
Also, you
my
could buy.
God.
Also, you could buy the Oreo Pokemon ship from Target. I bought 4. I went online and I bought 4
Ah,
packs.
shit, this is the new scalping thing, isn't it? We're gonna have to
No,
try to
I'm-
scalp
I'm
for the
gonna
hidden
eat
Mew
this
cookie.
shit.
What,
Fuck
what,
that! I'm gonna eat that
Dude,
shit.
get the Mew cookie, put it in a Ziploc bag, post it on eBay for $10,000. Guarantee you somebody's gonna buy it, man.
You
And you'll
do
make yourself
that.
$10,000.
Only if it's shaped like Jesus.
Why would you do that?
Because people are that gullible for a Mew. I'm
It's
just
actually funny. I was grocery shopping and I saw the Pokemon cereal and I'm like, I'm surprised people aren't.
I
fucking-
posted the thing if you want to
Scalping
put it
this
on the
shit.
screen.
yes, oh yeah, the McLovin. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just posted for prosperity or posterity. I
As a
should say.
reminder of the shit that we had to go through during Sun and Moon. There you go.
Yeah,
Especially especially that shit.
Long live the cocaine, my friends.
yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, no.
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 McLovin.
All right. Now then.
All right.
Now we can
now,
have new
now it's
memories.
time. Now it's time for some live translation. Let's fucking go.
Okay. So
My
just to let
Nihongo
people.
skills, time to bust them out.
Maybe. So let's take a look. So, just to catch you up to speed, because I know for
Yes.
UK, as well as maybe some people in the audience, they might not notice, but there was some new images that have been coming out recently
Yes.
for the upcoming episodes that are going to be airing, I believe, in October, because we're going to be getting
Yes.
a lot of weekly
Now,
breaks.
yeah.
So just to
Alright.
kind of keep playing here. Yeah, we got a new magazine leak, and it is in connections towards Ash and Lucario and
Yes.
the Mega Evolution Ring, as well as Jesus Christ. Holy shit, that was so
Jesus?
close.
Yes.
Jesus is gonna be there.
No, but I think Thor is holy damn. I apologize about that thunderstorm in the background if that plays out while I'm talking.
We actually didn't hear it until you said something.
No, I heard it.
I mean, it was a slight, but it wasn't like earth.
No, I heard it. I fucking heard it.
Yeah, look, see, some
Like-
people in the chat are saying they heard it. But anyway, I
mean,
apologize.
if they
We're
just
jumping
kept
all over the
talking,
place.
it would've been-
Yeah,
Yeah,
if they
no,
just
listen,
kept
man, that
going,
shit
it
scared me because that shit was loud as hell. That shit was like right across the street, loud kind of lightning.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to say is that yes, we got a magazine scan. Lucario and Ash are going to be involved, and Karina is going to also be connected to this because it turns out Karina is going to be giving something to Ash, and we'll leave it for
Yeah.
TSS now to go and translate
Okay.
these things so he can
Okay,
go in more
so
detail.
we are gonna so first of all,
Oh, wait,
first of all, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I
Kate.
was just gonna say, what'd you say, Kay?
I was just like, I'm reading something. My little brain's chugging. My little gears.
Yeah.
are moving.
Okay. So first of all, we're going to ignore the top section because it just says it's like, do you know this? It's like, yeah, we know about Mega Lucario. It's like, oh, do you know what Mega Evolution is? Yes, we do. We know what Karina is. Fuck that. Let's go to the bottom. All right. So, part of this magazine scan is cut off to the right, but I already can infer and I already see what's being written. So let's start. So we're going to be starting with the red box on the right hand side. So it says, so I'm gonna be reading each line, each section, and then I'm gonna give the translation for it. So this says, Jugatsu, Niju ni, and also my pitch accent sucks. So fuck that. So
Okay.
Jugatsu 22 nichi hoso yote, or to be broadcast on October the 22nd. Lucario Naito, Megajima Daiboken, the Lucario Knight, the Great Adventure at Mega Island. Okay, below that it says, コニーからキーストーンを受け取ったサトシは、メガ進化に必要なメガストーン、ルカリオナイトをゲットするために、ゲットするため、メガ島へ。So that says, Satoshi, who had received the keystone from Konami or Karina, is going to is on the way to Mega Island, to try to get the Mega Stone Lucario Knight, which is needed for Mega Evolution.
日本語上手だね。
That was really good.
ありがとうございます。
Oh.
Okay, so the one next to it, the green next to it, it says, Satoshi no Lucario wa dou naru? Or what is Satoshi's Lucario going to do? Then the green text next to that, Satoshi no Lucario mo, it says Ryoru. Satoshi no Ryoru mo Lucario ni shinka. Satoshi's Lucario has evolved into, Riolu has evolved into Lucario. And it says, ということは、メガ進化の可能性も does that means does it also mean that it could mega evolve? Does it mean it could possibly mega evolve? Okay. Yeah, so it's one of those question hype things. Okay. All right. The next to it on the left, the black text with the arrow moving up. Satoshi たちはメガ進化を習得できるのか? It's like, can Satoshi, I have shutoku here. Shutoku means to like, to learn. So it's like, can Satoshi and company learn how to learn Mega Evolution? And then the one below it says, Satoshi to Lucario no kizunaが今ここに試される. So that means, let's see here. So it means the bond between Satoshi and Lucario will be tested here.
Okay. So let's get this straight. Ash and Lucario, they're going to an island. They're going to try to get a Lucario Knight because now they have the accessory being the Mega Ring. So Karina gave him the keystone, which probably happens in an episode prior because they wouldn't be doing this otherwise. I think it would be episode prior to this. Although I don't know what the episode prior to this one. Let me go and check if I can find it for you guys real quick.
Yeah, because
Okay, here's the thing. So on October 8th, the episode that's going to be happening there is going to be that super sweet battle that we know about.
Yes.
However, in between this episode and the episode that's going to be the Lucario Night, there is nothing there. So either A, there's going to be a weekly gap there.
There's going to be a gap,
B, there's going to actually be an episode there, and then it's probably going to tie into the Lucario Night. Or C, we'll get more into that bit a little later. So
yes.
But yeah, so as you stated, TSS, Lucario Knight, Mega Stone, Mega Ring. Ash is going to go look for it. He's going to be tested alongside his Lucario and see if they can actually manage to successfully achieve Mega Evolution for the first time. That's not Ash Greninja, of course.
Yeah, because in the center there they word it like, does it also have the possibility to Mega Evolve, because they're comparing it to Karina's.
Yes. All right.
Which actually is great. So finally we have Karina doing something from the fucking game, which should have fucking happened. Instead we got fucking Jobber Frog.
Yeah.
So
Those two things have nothing to do with each other.
Actually, no, because I think it's because a lot of people are saying that it's been 2 generations. How could he's getting this shit now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why nobody cares.
And okay, so should we get into the discussion then? TSS, is
Yeah,
there nothing left
nobody
to translate?
cares.
I guess it's just
No, it's not. The stuff above it, like I said, it just tells the people what the Mega Lucario is, what is Mega Evolution, you seeing Karina's thing, and there you have the trainer Keystone, which Karina has her on her hand.
Okay.
That's it. That's basically it. The bottom stuff is the one that you need to know about.
All right then. So the top is just simply, catch up to speed with what the hell is going on. All right, now let's get into the discussion of the night then. Why don't we? So as we know now, Ash is going to be getting a Mega Lucario really soon. The real question now becomes, and I guess we should begin with this. Does anybody really feel excited for this? And I'm not talking about those here in the call. I'm talking about to those in the chat. I genuinely want you guys to answer this. Are you excited for Ash and Mega Lucario?
No.
Yes, this should have happened a long fucking time ago.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened until now.
Let's take a look at what the Twitch chat has to say for this. No, drop the series, so no. Nope, a little bit. Yes.
Well, too bad, because the pendulum is starting to swing the other way. So
proud of everybody in this chat.
All right. Can you imagine if Ash uses Z-Move, Dynamax, and Mega Evolution all when he fights Leon? That would be so broken.
Good.
Oh my god, Leon's gonna get fucking Nade, bro. He's gonna get rocked. Oh my god.
Just give Ash the Omnitrix and then the fucking Thanos hand with the Infinity Stones. He got the Exodia cards too. He's stacked. He's good to go. He can't do anything anymore after that.
Dude, I'm gonna feel so bad for Leon. He's not ready. He's
no matter what universe we're seeing Leon, he's always going to get cucked by something or someone. He got cucked in Evolutions. He's gonna get his butt cucked here in PM 2019. It's just a matter of time, but we'll get to that when that time comes.
Wait, KG, can you put the sad? Well, I know you can't hear. I was gonna play recorder, like my sad recorder, but you can't hear because of Discord.
Aw, it'll probably cut off every now and then if you try.
That's what I was gonna say. Hold on, let me go into settings. Hold on, I have to play my music for Leon. I have a special song for him.
Okay.
Just for him.
Just for him. You hear that, chat? World premiere exclusive content that you only can hear here on the PokePod.
just for Leon. Ready? Ready, chat?
Ready, chat? Okay, I'll stay quiet. Yeah, you can have fun with this. Thank you.
That was exactly what I hoped it would be. That was everything I ever wanted.
A fucking A flat, yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Like a C.
I love it.
What were you sorry about, Bestie? It was wonderful.
Okay, we all stayed quiet. All right, you played your cute little instrument.
You played a C.
Yeah.
No, she played a C.
Yeah, the thing is, the only thing that came out from your mic was one note, and it was pure silence for like the next 3 seconds. After
I loved it.
And we thought your song was literally just the one note. I'm sorry, Kay, it didn't come through, unfortunately, until the very end when we got to hear a little bit more of it.
Hold on.
You gotta watch the playback. You gotta see it for yourself to believe it. Oh, God.
F- minor.
Oh, good God. All right, so we apologize, Kay, for that. I don't know how you say it in other languages, but yes, we sorry for that. So, okay. Now
Monshuaku arimasen.
Yes, A for effort, Kay. A for effort.
Arigato.
Okay. Now, let's get into the discussion now. Okay, thank you, chat, first of all, for also hearing or expressing your opinion on what you think about the Mega Lucario and Ash obtaining it as well. Now, let's get ourselves here in this conversation into what we think of it as a whole and kind of elaborate a little bit further. Okay, since you are our guest here for this week, I would like to hear your opinions on just what you think about Ash finally getting his hands on the Mega Stone and the Mega Ring that he has acquired. Well, we know he's going to get it. That's the thing, so.
Yeah, like this should have happened a while ago. Like I can't, like as much as I love journeys and it gives me so much serotonin, I can't even defend this one. Like I genuinely can't. This should have happened a while ago.
Yeah, I can agree on that. But just aside from that, though, are you at least just happy to see that it's finally happening? Though, I guess.
Yeah, I'm glad it's happening. Like I'd rather happen than not. But at the same time, like let's see, this should have been like a long time ago. Oh my god.
Even before this fucking series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. It just feels weird because, like, wasn't the big thing supposed to be about the Dynamax? And, like, I feel like this Mega Ring is going to be used more than that when we get to the further
Gonna be
into the world.
used.
Okay, we'll get to that in the discussion for that, but I'll also let TSS go at his turn now. Thanks for your opinion, Kay. But TSS, what do you think about this as well? You know,
This shit should have happened 6 years ago.
oh, I was not expecting that. But
This shit should have happened 6 years ago. Instead, we have a jobber frog that decided to make his point across, so decided to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, we're getting Karina to actually do something that she had a role in the fucking game. So actually, game lore into this shit. So I'm excited for that. And once again, it's proof that the pendulum is turning. The pendulum is turning the other way, and I'm really excited to see. But the question will be is that the lead up to this, which is going to be Karina giving him the keystone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm more interested in. I'm not. I mean, sure, the testing of the bond between Satoshi and Lucario should be fun, but I'm more interested to see how Karina hands Satoshi the keystone.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
more
gonna be
interested.
interesting.
I'm honestly more interested in that because obviously it's going to happen. I mean, they just
Gotta do it the
the
same way Leon gave Ash the Dynamax band. Here, take this. All right.
but there's going to be but maybe it's not going to be a ring. Maybe it might be something else.
Yeah,
we don't
like
know
maybe,
yet.
Or maybe something around the lines that Ash finds something that is of a keystone.
It would be interesting if they have him wear gloves similar to where the Aaron costume.
Oh shit! That would
cool.
actually be a nice touch.
I would like that. No.
Yeah, I want the gloves.
A lot of faith in this.
I'm only saying this because Ash canonically has the aura in him. I mean, they could play this even further if they want to. They're doing a lot of homages to the past. I mean, they could do this. So,
Don't give them the. Don't do this. Don't do this.
No, it's just us hoping for the best.
I have to deal having an orgasm with X and Y, so you can deal with
Every
this.
time y'all do this shit, the opposite happens. Have we learned nothing?
Yes,
good.
we have.
Good. If the
Has
opposite
Sun and Moon not proven? Have they not fucked over your Z move? You gotta learn.
No, that just because it didn't happen
Stop
before
getting
and all
hurt
that.
and then coming back.
Yes, it is. It's like an abused relationship, man. It's just gonna have to be that way.
I quit. Y'all can do whatever y'all want.
Okay, no, sincerely though. That's only just
slip,
because we're
pink
getting.
slip is in the hallway. Goodbye.
But in all sincerely though,
Wait,
go on,
do I
Kate.
take Tyrone's spot? Is that what happens? So is it my spot now? Is it my?
No.
Have I won? Is it my?
No.
Can I do it?
You couldn't
No,
do
no,
that.
Congratulations, you won a free iPod Nano.
All right, but no, in
No,
all
it's
sincerely, it's
no.
Tyrone, and to chat as well. Everybody knows this is joking, of course, but
You gotta fight
For
a
most of
long
us,
way
anyway.
before you take the second member of the PokePod out.
yeah, he's literally co-host.
Yeah.
he's
Number 2.
he's number 2,
Yeah, I'm number 2.
which is weird because his name is
Because-
Tyrone the God 3, but
Yep.
He's
we
number
don't talk
2.
about that. Yeah, exactly. Now, anyway, yeah, joking aside, with all that, it, obviously R and all is canonical to the series and whatnot. So I am curious about that bit there. But as TSS stated, if there is to come an episode prior to the one that we're going to be getting in the Mega Island stuff that does tie into the events that are going to be happening here in this episode, I am legitimately excited for that because
Yes.
now I finally have a bit of an understanding why they have not replaced the opening yet. And it's because Karina is still one of the characters that has yet to actually make a significant appearance in this current season.
In this current season, yeah.
So a lot of us were thinking that, oh, she's just simply for the opening, just to kind of pay homage to, what she had in the past. But now it looks like she is going to be important in this upcoming episode. Sonya hasn't appeared too. That is correct, but I do believe Sonya's going to make an appearance in that Sweets episode. I'm assuming that's going to happen. But we'll get to that in another day. But for the most part, I'm legitimately interested to see the direction they're going to take this. I agree with everybody, though. 100%, this shit should have happened a long time ago. It feels like I'm not okay. I'm happy it's happening. I'm just not excited for it because this shit should have already happened. There were so many opportunities for this to have happened before, especially in a season where I feel they underplayed certain things that came from before, like with the Z move. I mean, there was a whole controversy a lot of us had in discussions regarding the Z ring and the Z move being implemented in the latest episode with Volkner's fight. So obviously a lot of people are also very skeptical and kind of concerned about now how the Z ring and not the Z ring, the Mega Ring and the Mega Stone are going to be used. But most importantly, here's my other question that I don't see anybody really talking about. Is this a permanent thing that Ash is going to be having in his design moving forward? Or is this going to be just another one of those accessories that will never be on screen and will only ever come back when Ash needs to use it?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll come back? Hilarious.
Yeah, like...
Thank you, Kay. Thank you.
Of course,
that's my thing, though, because it's like, with the Dynamax band, when he first got it, what did all of us assume? That was going to now become a permanent accessory.
Called it a day.
We all assumed at that time that when he got the accessory for the Dynamax band, that was going to be stuck on his wrist moving forward in the series.
But why the fuck do you need that if you're not going to be in the fucking region where it works?
It's part of his design.
Yeah, it's like
yeah. So basically, you're telling me to take a fucking drill with a fucking 3-inch long, like a 7-inch long fucking drill bit if I want to fix a computer.
Yeah, but like, it wasn't B's character also carrying that as well in her wrist too, even when she was outside of that.
Yep.
So, bringing that into mind, it's not necessarily where it can be used.
Leon
it's just more so just an
all the
accessory.
time. Yep.
Yeah, like the Z ring, how it was also taken to from Alola to Kanto as well, or even mentioned with like how one of the characters even brought the Z ring all the way over, or the Z ring over to Kalos as well for his studies and whatnot. So that's why I'm saying it's like I just feel that this item is going to be special in that moment, but will only ever be brought back whenever a big fight's gonna happen, and then after that fight's done, that shit's going back into his
dresser drawer?
Yeah, his personal drawer, and then it won't be shown off again until the time needs to come for it to come back, so.
Yep.
Because like that was the appeal of like of X and Y with the accessories. Even if it was all in Kalos, but it was cool to see those designs carried over throughout the series. I mean, like, people loved how Alon Charizard had it.
Very creative ways. Like, I like that the beauty trainer, she had it on her earring. Alon had the classic one, which that was kind of boring. But I remember Wolfric had one on where was Wolfric's? I think he had it like a belt or something.
Not really sure.
Oh no, he had it on the little snowflake necklace that he wears. Yeah, that was and then who else? The dragon trainer. Yeah, the dragon trainer had one on his umbrella, on the Japanese umbrella. Like, they all had him in interesting spots. It was really cool to just see. Like, I remember Shota had it on his freaking little clip that goes on his notebook. I liked that. I love freaking, even Trevor had one that was pretty cool. He had it on his fucking camera button. Kind of weird if you take a picture, you mega evolve it. Whatever. Point is, They all had them on unique spots on their person. It was really cool to see them accessorized.
And then there's Ash.
Oh, yeah, and then there's Ash.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying. It just feels weird because it's like, it's such a big deal, yes. But it feels like it's just going to now head into the drawer the instant we finish this arc, or this Mega Island episode. And then after that, it's going into the drawer until the next big fight in the Pokemon World Championship comes, which is kind of sad to see. Because, like, given that Ash's Lucario is going to probably stick with him throughout the series, he would like to keep that thing on at all times, but I don't feel that's going to be the case. I could be wrong. Let it be clear. I could be wrong, and they could be going in the direction that I'm, saying, like, oh, they're just going to keep it in his hand now. We don't know. This is all pure speculation.
I mean, to be fair, Satoshi wears the gloves, so why not just put permanently?
Yeah. Oh, so that's why he's not been wearing gloves. He needed a purpose now, and he's gonna finally put it just like Karina on the gloves now, which would be a nice
Honestly,
touch.
would not be surprised if they did that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna approach it. I'm excited for this. There is a potential with this. It's just more so the fear that's gonna come of how it's going to be taken after these episodes are done, because if the Dynamax band is placed away in a jar, if the Z-Ring is also placed in a drawer, which, by the way, that thing can be used anywhere, and it's still placed away in the drawer. Who's to say that Mega Ring will also not go through that same treatment as well? But hey, third time's the charm, I guess. Maybe something different will change this time. Maybe in the new opening they'll also show off something different as well. No, but that's just, once again, another one of those things. We just have to wait and find out when the episode arrives, which is going to be next month. So we will keep up to date with this discussion overall as the time passes and progresses further along. But just know for a fact that it is coming. It's something to look forward to. And hopefully they actually do the unexpected and surprise us. Because sometimes, that can happen. It's just a matter of, will it work? So.
Yes.
All right, but that's all I got to say on that. I don't know if anybody else here in this call had anything else to add towards...
Get to my part.
All right, Tyrone. Please, then you take it away, buddy, because I feel like you did talk about it for some reason.
Well, I had input on you guys' things.
Okay, but you never brought your own respective opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
because
so
I don't care for it, but it's not for the reason of, he should have had this. I don't care for it because I don't care about Lucario. I don't care about his Lucario. I'm not attached to this thing. I don't give a shit about this thing. It barely had any screen time. It had that one little conflict with Graplock, and that's it. That's the only challenge it's faced. It got a rushed evolution to freaking to pair up with Zacian in the Zamazenta fight so that they can do the whole Eternatus situation. And that's all we got. That's literally all. And then I guess it fought Mewtwo for a little bit. So, after that, it's not used for real at all until Volkner's fight. And then in Volkner's fight, I believe it should have lost. It was getting the shit kicked out of it, and it was paralyzed. There's no way in hell this thing should have won that fight. And if anything, I think losing that fight would have made this a little bit more justifiable. Lucario goes, damn. Ash hasn't used me in so long, and the one time that I actually have to fight, I lose. I need to get stronger. And that would cause the lead up to him discovering Mega Evolution because he remembered it back when he was Riolu and Karina did it. But that's good storytelling, and I ain't got time for that. So, why should I care? Why do I have the need to care that this thing's Mega Evolving? I don't care about this thing. Karina's Lucario, this ain't. So there's no reason for me to. Karina's Lucario had literally 6 episodes of character development with Karina while they were traveling with Ash. There's no way in hell that's going to add up to the Lucario development we got here, or lack thereof. So there's no way for me to care. Literally, the show has set itself up in a way to where I don't care about this thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Remember that episode where it was stuck with Cinderace with some taffy or whatever? Oh yeah, definitely Mega Lucario material.
Cute. It was so cute.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kay. Never mind then. 10 out of 10.
Yes, thank you.
7-2.
No, I'm
How
kidding.
it should be rated. It was wonderful. I had a lovely time.
Also, that was before the director change. So next.
The point is, this just feels like an ends to a means. This just feels like something that they decided to add in because, oh yeah, that's right, Ash hasn't done the daily video game gimmick. And it's he hasn't even mastered his Pikachu's, Dynamaxing. Remember when that was a whole, process? Remember when Pikachu couldn't fully master Dynamaxing? And then the one time they actually needed it, during the Zacian and Zamazenta plot, They didn't even use it. So Pikachu is still inexperienced at Dynamaxing. So it's like, tell me one reason I should actually care about Lucario Mega Evolving. I don't. Like, there's nothing here to make me do it. And it's going to be rushed as shit. If anything, it's going to hit Karina again. Because it's like, oh, Ash was able to develop this quick bond with Lucario so that it can Mega Evolve in an instant. But remember that Karina grew up with her Riolu. She was a kid when Riolu was still a baby. And then they grew up together. And then Lucario Mega Evolved. And then it still didn't listen. And then fucking bit her in the arm. And she, like, withstood the pain so that they could grow together. Yeah, remember all that good storytelling? Well, Ash is gonna master all that shit in like 1, maybe 2 episodes. There's no way for me to care. Narratively, there's no way for me to care about this. So I don't care.
And also, I think another thing to also note too is this show is kind of treated like episodically, so they don't really try to carry certain plot elements a lot of the time in other episodes unless they call it a special episode.
But they're using a character from a story,
which is actually quite funny because this week's actually goes against that grain, but we're gonna get to that.
Yes,
they're using that from a story-based series. You're using an episodic story format, but you're using it from a plot that actually had narrative writing. So now we come up with this weird nonsense of, well, yeah, it's episodic. Okay, but there's a better story that was told. Shit, Sun and Moon had a better situation with Lycanroc. I've been praising Sun and Moon a lot recently. I just noticed that.
Sun Moon Pog, bro.
I have noticed that.
Too much cocaine.
So good job, Journeys. You made me like Sun and Moon.
Did you?
Yeah, now watch it. Now watch
I didn't
it.
care for it. I've been watching it in the background. It's exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah, he
exactly.
mentioned he was
Shit.
doing.
It is cartoony. it is comical, and that is it. It is funny.
Like this. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, like
it's
everybody.
It's anxiety. It's anxiety attack inducing.
Yeah, pretty much. TSS is right on that one. Shit. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Mega Evolution that is just now happening that apparently I need to care about.
In a month from now.
Yep.
All right. Then.
All right.
So
next.
let's get into the actual episode in itself.
Alrighty, very good.
So obviously, as you guys know, for Go, obviously everyone wants to know where is Go's story going, right? That's what everyone has in mind. Well, good to know. Project Mew is finally starting to kick in. We are in the first act of Project Mew with the first episode, aka the first trial, finally going underway. Let us get into the review of this for the week. How is this episode structured? Well, it seems to take place literally after the events that played out in the finale of what went down in the pre-trial episode when they fought against that Regice for a second and then freed the Ninetales back into Lanakila Mountain. It was kind of weird to see that it took them this long to finally get that Pokemon back in its habitat.
You want to know what's extra hilarious? Remember when we said that the problem with that was that there's no ice Pokemon besides Ninetales in that whole area? When they zoom into Ninetales, there's literally no other Pokemon.
Yeah, it's at the top of the mountain. There's this giant-ass scene that you see everything underneath it, and there's nothing.
Everybody's hibernating.
Yeah, everyone's probably hibernating in the middle of the summer.
What? They're ice Pokemon. Okay, whatever.
Anywho, jokes aside, though, let's continue on the plot. So yeah, after that happened, what went down is that, hey, that Go character was pretty cool, wasn't he? Yeah, let's see what his first mission is going to be like. And, well, Ash and Go decide to head off to go and do their... Well, not Ash and Go, more Go with the assistance of Ash, because we have to remember, Ash is not participating in Project Mew. He's more so the partner of Go in this situation. So it's Go and Ash head off to a familiar location that they've actually been to before and try to find the golden skills from a Volcarona. That is the first mission. And let's get right into it, though. So, first of all, let me start this real quick. I do want to say I liked what I saw with this episode. Is it fantastic? Maybe to me personally not, but I do have to admit there were a lot of elements in this episode that I genuinely liked from what went down. And I think it finally addressed a couple of the problems that fans were having with prior episodes that had to have focused on Go and how Ash was treated within the episode. It's a step in the right direction. We'll get into that in just a bit. So yeah, Go is taking the lead in this episode. We get to see his Pokemon finally start being implemented now in a much more interesting format. We're actually starting to see more Pokemon be used in this, and in creative ways as well. For starters, we get to see the return of Inteleon in this episode. So yes, literally after its evolution, we're starting to see this Pokemon become an active member in the group. I hope that continues on even outside of Project Mew stuff. Just really saying. But for the most part, it was nice to see Inteleon come in and help out blast a Pebble with his little water gun attack, snipe shot. I mean, so you got to hear more of Suavemente Inteleon voice right there. So 10 out of 10 for that in itself. Moving along, we got to see Cinderace also come in and help out in the fight as well against a Ferrothorn. I think that's what the name of the Pokemon is called. So that was really great to see Cinderace come in. I will admit, I was a little bummed out that I didn't get to see Inteleon and Cinderace actually together to whoop some butt together. I think that would have been really nice to have seen a starters bro moment with each other. Maybe in a future episode. But in this one, we got to see them actually be incorporated, so I was very happy with that bit at least. So moving along for now, we got to see Ash and Pikachu get used a little bit. Ash and Pikachu in this episode were actually better handled than my thoughts were going to be like when this episode aired, because I thought he was really going to just be in the background, but they actually gave some moments for Ash and Pikachu to kind of contribute to the cause. For example, when an elevator was busted and there was no electricity coming through, Ash and Pikachu decide to work together to kind of set the engine back up again so that they can actually head lower down into the gates of the cave. So that was nice to see. Ash also participated in the segment when they fought against the hunter as well, trying to prevent him from running away with the eggs, while Go was taking care of the fire in the background with the Larvestas. So nice little split even moments there. We even got to see Ash's other Pokemon like Mr. Fish finally come in and participate in some fight with Water Gun too. So that was also good to see there. Overall, in my opinion, I thought this episode was genuinely good. Nothing groundbreaking per se, but it felt like it was heading towards a step in the right direction in regards to handling certain aspects of this episode's Project Mew plot. Surprised it took us till now to finally start seeing some movement. I think that might be my biggest criticism. Is just more so this should have happened earlier in the series, or at least this entire plot point should have happened earlier in the series, and this should have been one of the earlier episodes to kind of kick things off. But I still enjoyed for what it is, and there were a lot of elements I did skip out on talking about, but we'll get more into that as I pass it on to the folks over here in this call as well, and I'll probably pitch in a little bit more on that. So, genuine review, just liked it. I just liked the episode. I liked what we got. Curious to see where it's going to go. Let's keep that consistency, though. Let's see more of this pop out. But here's my biggest, and I think this is going to be a debate altogether. My biggest criticism about this episode was not necessarily the plot in itself and how it was handled. It's the point system. That, to me, is the biggest thing of concern.
You've earned one coin.
Yeah, you earned one coin. Oh, great. How many do you need? A couple of them. What?
A vague amount.
Yeah, they don't specify how many he gets or how many he needs to get in order for him to actually partake in it, which concerns me because I look towards Ash, and then I remember the PWC situation of how he's handling certain parts of the fights off screen. And I'm kind of concerned that they're going to do that with Go, and they're going to have a situation, because you got to remember, we are already 80 episodes in. So there's really very little time we can have left if Journeys only goes one more year to continue more of just pushing that coin system forward. I think they're going to have episodes that are going to be like, okay, so during the time that we've been focusing on our adventures, Go has been collecting in the sidelines and has now obtained over 25 of these coins that he needs, and he needs 30 or something like that in order to partake in the Mew thing, or maybe 151 just to play with the Mew Pokedex entry. I don't necessarily know, but we don't know. That's the big issue for me. Like I said, I enjoyed what I saw in this episode. I think there's a lot of good things about it. My big concern, just like with the Pokemon World Championship, I just don't know where it has to stop to actually move to the next phase. And because of that, it can either range from having to skip a lot of content or just straight up saying, oh, you only just need 2 coins to actually partake in the Project Mew thing. And if that's the case, that's just going to feel so underwhelming. Since we don't have an idea as to where this is going to be, yeah, that's just something I'm going to have to keep my mind on as we progress further in the show. For what it is, though, in this episode on itself, it's a good solid 7.5 or an 8 for me, personally. Like I said, there are a lot of things I liked from this episode. I don't want to take away what good came from this episode from that one single aspect on its own. For what it is, as a Journeys episode, and especially for Go as a character, it's great to see him use his Pokemon. It's great to see them actually be incorporated properly. And I just like how Go was handled throughout this one. So that's all I got to say for this. And I'll pass it on to the next person. I noticed somebody is AFK for the moment, so I can't pass it to her. So Tyrone, would you like to take the honors of this? I'm assuming TSS you would like to go last for these, because I know you always tend to prefer going last. Or would you like to go next?
Yes, because there's other things I want to talk about. Little intricate things that I want to talk about as well.
All right.
Because I want everybody's input after they give their opinions.
Okay, so Tyrone, that would mean I'd have to pass this one on to you. I'm very curious to hear your take on this episode overall. How did you feel about this Project Mew episode?
I mean, you pointed it out. You pointed out one of the big ones already. Is this is so late, way too late for me to be fully invested in. And so seeing this happen, I'm just like, okay, he's doing his first mission, and then when they do it, I think one of the biggest things I wanted conflict-wise, I wish the hunter had been introduced a lot earlier. He shows up so late. When he betrays them, I don't feel anything because I'm like, well, I've only known you for about 30 seconds. Why should I actually care? Why should I care that you betrayed Ashias? I wish the hunter had showed up before they even came to this area. I wish he had showed up around the same time that Ash and Go had showed up to the temple. What's his name? The old kid, the character they met before. He was like the archaeologist or whatever. Yeah. They talked to him, and he goes to his whole little marvelous, spectacle archaeology joke or whatever. I wish they had met what the chat called him Walmart Indiana Jones. I'm just going to call him that. I wish they had met him there. Or, to the very least, I wish there was some connection between that hunter and the Ninetales that's actually showing up on screen. He was the hunter that was like, damn, I tried to pawn off this Ninetales, but I didn't because some kids got in the way. And then he realizes, wait a minute. These are the kids that got in the way of my last heist. They're the ones fucking this up. Well, they're not going to get away with this shit here because I'm going to trick them. I'm going to play goody-goody with them. And thus, I'll be able to, get them when they least expect it. And then that would have been a better plot line rather than just, hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to help. Never mind, I'm evil now. It happens so quick, there's no time for me to be emotionally invested. And honestly, the biggest gripe is also with the hunters being incompetent. He ties up Ash and Go, but apparently he just sucks. He was able to tie Ash and Go up using the webs. But the problem is that he can't even get himself out of being stuck by Larvesta webs. So I don't feel any threat from him. All the threat that he otherwise would have been is completely diminished when those Larvestas start causing problems. So now I don't even feel like Ash and Go are really in trouble to begin with. And then by that time, the fire melts the webs and they completely changed the course of the fight. Because I thought to myself, how is Ash and Go going to get out of this one? How are they going to actually, find a creative way to get out of this. Maybe Go can use one of his Pokemon in some creative way or something. No, he's not. The fight, he just lucks out because Walmart Indiana Jones is very incompetent. So they're able to get out of that squabble. And then I guess it's time to tackle also the Larvesta eggs, because I know this scene in particular gets a lot of takes on Twitter. And one of them being Go doesn't care about Pokemon. Then he protects the eggs or whatever. I mean, it's already been shown that hanging out with Ash, he's starting to care more. And I think the big controversy was like, Go doesn't care about his Pokemon, but they say it in like a mocking way, as if to like fight off against it. First of all, those Larvesta aren't his Pokemon. Second, it's kind of weird that he doesn't even consider catching a Larvesta in that mission. He caught random Pokemon that have nothing to do with this situation. And they feel so out of place. Roggenrola just attacks. Ferrothorn, strong-ass Pokemon, just shows up. And then he just catches them. He doesn't even creatively use them in ways that would have been effective here. Like, if he had gotten, like, tied up by the webs, Ferrothorn has sharp, like, little pins. He can cut the webs. Use that. Nah, none of that actually happens. And then he uses, like, I can't even remember the other water Pokemon he used. He used Inteleon to help. He used Krabby? That was what he used? I completely forgot that thing existed. When did he get Krabby?
A while ago.
My point. What exactly happened in that episode that he got Krabby?
Think about that off the top of my head.
No, you don't have to. You just answered my question, KG. That's the point. The point is that we don't care about these Pokemon. Like, it's hard for me to be invested when he doesn't use. He is just now using Pokemon. Why didn't he use the Pampor that he used in an earlier episode? It's a water type.
I couldn't get the VA, but
yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is the risk you run with Go's journey to catch every last Pokemon. It was the Mewtwo episode. Jesus Christ.
yeah,
This is the risk you
change.
run. When you catch all these Pokemon at once, it's very hard for me to be emotionally invested in any of them. And yes, you can catch a lot of Pokemon and still use them in creative ways, but Go's just now doing that. We're on episode 70.
80.
80, I'm sorry. Shit. Well, thanks. That proves my point. We're on episode 80. And we're just now tackling this issue. Just now. They should have been done this. And then by the time they leave, they're fighting the stronger hunters.
Sun and Moon too.
Yeah, and by the time they leave, they're fighting the stronger hunters. And what happens is now they got to get bailed out, which Go does point out. I will give him that one. He does point out that he has to be bailed out again. And they try to the edgy one. I can't remember what his name is right now.
It's a Tsurugi and Asahi.
Yeah. So he tries to say. He tries to say, no, you didn't, your mission was to collect the scales. Our mission was to stop the hunters. He's saying that as a way to justify the Urshifus coming out, because Ash and Go could have easily taken those hunters.
We literally saw Ash had Uttermond in his team at that moment.
Between Inteleon, Lucario, Pikachu, and Cinderace, they could have easily fought off all of them. Oh, but wait, Lucario's got to get all that development, remember? Like... So, and then Grookey tried to fight, but they faked us out, so we don't even get a Grookey fight. And I'm just like, this is not even, this is so haphazard. Go got what he wanted, the golden scales, and then afterwards, they just said, all right, well, that all, congratulations, here's your penny for your efforts. Okay, it's over. Bye-bye. Like, it's so anticlimactic. It doesn't feel like they really gained anything out of it. I like the fact that Go pointed out that he had to be bailed out. But he doesn't have a moment to reflect on it. Like, the show literally ends right after that. Like, I would have loved if Ash had ran off all happy and shit. Hey, we did it. And Go, like, the camera pans to Go and he's like, I gotta keep getting bailed out. From Gary to fucking the other two damn Pokemon, whatever they're called, Project Mew agents, whatever. From them, I always have to get bailed out. Why is this? My Drizzile has evolved into Inteleon, yet I haven't gotten stronger. No time for that. Let's go. We did it. Yay. Like, it's just a problem. I'll give it about a 6. I'm giving it a 6. At best. I'm giving it a 6.
All right. So I gave it around a 7.5. You gave it a 6. TSS?
A flat 6.
Flat 6 at that. No extra little digits there. So
Nope.
TS. Well, actually, is there anything else you want to address, Taro?
No, that's it. That is it.
Okay. So now TSS, I will pass this on to you. What did you think about this this week's episode of JN?
Very great. Very good episode. The reason being is, first of all, the Alolan Ninetales, we finally have having that as the opening scene is cool, because now we are getting consistency between the last Project Mew and this one. So finally we're getting some sort of connection instead of the whole episodic shit. So the Golden Scales thing. So first of all, I liked the fact that we see Dancho again, and actually going out to the resort desert, going into the special room with the mural in there. I thought that interaction was pretty cool. And I said, okay, but then they have to say, okay, Pokemon hunters are around, so now we got to go into the cave. Now the cave scene, the mine itself, it's what you would expect. It's Pokemon that you would see that you would expect in a mine. Now the most important thing is, for Go, he finally understands the fucking typings. Okay. Also, if you notice, in between both Satoshi and Go, they actually brought Pokemon that actually are good against a fucking Volcarona. Fucking water types. That's what the fuck you're supposed to do. You bring water types to try to, to combat the Volcarona. Okay, cool. That's nice. That was great. Go, like I said, calling out the types and using his Pokemon, and he noticed that, like, okay, this is a rock, and this is a rock type. I should use Inteleon because it's super effective against it. Okay, here's a Ferrothorn. I'm going to use Cinderace because it's super effective. It's a steel and grass type. So again, competence for Go. Great stuff. The minecart scene, fantastic. I loved Inteleon using the snipe shot to redirect the rails. I liked Satoshi's Pikachu activating the freaking elevator ride. I thought that was cool. Having the whole Hunter guise as a freaking researcher, I thought, hey, try to do like the double cross thing. Yeah, I know it's freaking time constrained, but that was still okay. I still thought that was perfectly fine. The only thing I didn't like, though, is that during the Ferrothorn scene, they used the Galar wild theme instead of the Unova theme, even though we had a Hayashi remix for that. That's one of my gripes about that, but hey, that's just a minor thing. Seeing, Uno again is cool. Like I said, the whole, but the thing is, though, you have to remember, okay, shoots the web, freaking, eventually freaking shoots the web, right? And freaking, we have, Go has literally cannot move any fucking arm. He cannot move any part of his body. So he's fucking stuck. There's like no fucking way he can get access to his fucking balls. Okay.
Pokemon have proven several times that they can come out of the ball without the need of the trainer.
Yeah, but this is not the case. They're actually being realistic.
Why are they selectively making this a choice? Even in Journeys itself, Pokemon have come out on their own.
But wasn't that more for humor purposes now?
That's
oh my
humor purposes.
God.
No, I'm thinking off the top of my head because look, Black and White does that. The originals. No, I'm thinking off the top of my head. Like,
good for you.
Like, sincerely though, the reason why
because logistically it makes sense.
I'm
They're
just
looking
thinking
at it
off the
from a
top of my head
logistics
mainly. It's just like, how have they been used in the past? It's mainly just been humor purposes, hasn't
I'm
it?
not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give that a pass.
Oh, I'm not saying to
I'm
give it a
not
pass.
giving
I'm
that
just
a pass.
asking, like,
No,
was that?
but
Just
again, that's why I look at these things differently. However, though, so when they finally get freed from the web, Go says, "Okay, I'll handle this. You go get the eggs." So Go tries to calm down the Lavestra, and at least him attempting to do that, I give him merit for. So again, he's learning how to communicate with the Pokemon, and I see that there is development there. So I can give it that. Okay, so once we get back, we get have all their water Pokemon try to put out the fire, and all of a sudden the Lavestra that's freaking shiny just comes out of nowhere, evolves into Volcarona, and sucks the fire in. We get the golden scales, and then we go, okay, then we got it. But the problem is the hunter waits outside saying, "Oh, I'm going to get it." It's like, "Thank you for doing my job." And it's like, okay, fine. Thing is, though, they had no time to react once they got ambushed. So I can give it that. So then you have Tsurugi and Asahi come out. First of all, now we know that Asahi has the multi-strike Urshifu.
They did that to show off the damn video game Pokemon.
Yeah. So we get so now we know what's on their team. So now we know they both have it, and this is just the first mission. So for that, like I said, there's a few couple things that didn't like about it, but I would definitely give this one a high ranking in my book. I give it a 9.4.
All right.
Because I liked the way I liked the Go and Satoshi's interactions throughout the episode. I like that Go knows how the fuck types work, and you could tell that his demeanor has definitely evolved and changed.
He knew how types worked before. Actually, there's been no indication that he doesn't know how types work. It's
before
the one that does the type mix-ups.
Right, but the thing is, though, remember, you have to go to Go. Go didn't give a fuck about battling, and now he has shown himself that he has grown as a character, and I really like that character development. So Go
didn't act that much different than he did in other episodes to me. Like I don't get the sense that he was doing anything any differently than he did before.
But he's actually attacking the Pokemon, like all the Pokemon, before he fucking captures it instead of fucking random balls. Okay, use a super effective move. Okay, that gets him in the red. You throw it. It's exactly like you would find in a regular fucking game in that fucking Pokemon Go. So again, but like I said, it's a combination. Satoshi was not fucking pushed off to the side as much. Actually, I'd say it's more even here. So I give that a plus. And like I said, I really enjoyed the atmosphere. I enjoyed the creative usages of the Pokemon, and the story. And like I said, this is just one This is just the first mission. Now we don't get the amount of tokens that we get, and that is concerning. But if that means that maybe now we're going to get less garbage in between the actual plot episodes, I'm all for it.
We're literally getting the blue episode next week.
I know, but that's fine because we got to remember we have to pay tribute to Eiffel 65 next week.
Oh yeah, that is a thing.
Yes. So 9.4. I definitely enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a great one, and I would definitely watch it again. Also, like I said, the interactions. Also, I just loved Tsurugi because he's just like he is like Psyche Kusuo light. Even the voice actor, he does exactly like the Psyche voice, except with more grit in it. So that's the other thing. So it's a really good episode. A really good episode for Go here.
Alrighty, man.
Yes.
Well, there you go, chat. That is our respective reviews on this episode. There are a couple of things that obviously we all talked about, addressed, and everything. But for the most part, it was a simple, straightforward episode. There's nothing necessarily going.
Moves
I think
supply.
we
It's just
finally have
more
enough.
Hmm?
We have enough episodes to prove that like the eye catcher with Ash and Go only happens during the World Champions and the
Project Mew.
Project Mew episodes.
Yeah, because there's really no reason to use the Pokemon. Yeah, the
who's
thing.
that Pokemon thing happens.
Doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It happens in the
doesn't work
filler episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is damn. But like, yeah, so like we mentioned, for these episodes, they're what they are. Now we just gotta see if they can keep that momentum moving forward with future
But Inteleon,
episodes.
oh my god!
I'm happy to see Inteleon finally starting to contribute now
Yeah,
that he's evolved.
very
I
nice.
was fearing the worst for it, but
Even then, he didn't use it. He didn't even use it in his main battle. The one again, like he doesn't even fight the hunter. I think that would have been a good step for him to fight the hunter. He needs to defend these Larvesta. Ash is doing that instead. I think Go's like trying to convince the Larvesta that they're good or some shit while all this is happening. No, he doesn't because the hunter still has the goddamn eggs. So what?
But he's trying to calm them down.
I feel like those roles could have been swapped. I feel like Ash should have calmed the Larvesta down. Ash has experience in calming Pokemon down. Have Go fight the hunter. If this is truly an episode, then that would give him more of a reason to use Inteleon.
But he's already used them.
Instead of Inteleon, what does Inteleon do here? He flips a switch and sets off fire. Ooh, really, really nice use of a fully evolved starter Pokemon right here, ladies and gentlemen.
okay,
good. All right.
Yeah.
In the bin. No.
I would have felt like this would have been a good time for Go to be in an actual trainer battle, like a straight up battle against the hunter. Him v Hunter. This would have been a good time for it.
But like even chat mentioned, Go's not really a battler though. That's the thing.
Doesn't matter.
He's evolving
matter.
into one.
That does not matter. Not matter in the slightest.
Really
that means that Serena, Dawn, and every contest trainer apparently doesn't need to be in that situation either. And that's a lie. Hell, Tracy's had his share of Pokemon battles in the Orange Islands. So I'm not using that as an excuse.
Okay.
It's a different series, so.
I'm not using that as an excuse.
Especially when the series itself has contradicted itself, I guess.
Yeah, also, Go has fought lesser trainers. I see no reason why he couldn't have had a 1v1 battle against this hunter to show that he's truly grown as a
Now
person.
thinking about it, yeah, it is from the series, because, I could think of a couple of things that Go's done in the past.
I'm saying this would be a good 1v1 battle for Go, because it would show that, catching Pokemon's great, but I want to defend them so that I can befriend them. The only way to do that is to take down creeps like this guy who are selling them off for money. This is my fight now. This is personal.
You know what the issue with that though
I'm
is?
fighting for those Larvesta eggs.
My issue with that, Tyrone, I fear is like if we do that, I think there's gonna be another situation that's going to come out of it though. And that's more so the Ash segments. Where a lot of our criticisms when it comes to Go is how they underplay Ash. Wouldn't this now also do the same thing too?
Shit?
Yeah, we would just be
They
having
had
this
no
completely
problem doing it in the other Project Mew episode.
No. I'm referring to if we fix that issue with Go in this episode, wouldn't the other complaint then come to just how Ash is once again sidelined instead of just straight up?
Yes.
The challenge for Ash would be obviously to calm the Larvestas down, and obviously if they're causing a giant fire, he can take prominence. No one's going to be against the idea of Ash calming Pokemon down because he's done it before. And in this situation, it's dangerous. The entire area is on fire. In combination with his water Pokemon, in this case Dracovish, he could be caught, and with the help of maybe one of Go's water Pokemon, Krabby, Panpour, whatever. Ash can go in and do damage control here. He's no weaker as a trainer for doing it. He's done it before. He's got this situation under control. Go's the one that's taking care of the Larvesta eggs. This is his mission. Ash is helping this contest.
Yeah, but he's not here for the fucking eggs. He's here for the fucking scales.
Yeah, but obviously at this point, the eggs belong to the Volcarona that later makes the scales.
Yeah, but that's
I just
it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked.
Defending the mother's eggs obviously gets the reward of the mother. That being the
no,
golden
but it was never a
scales.
mother though. In the first, well,
But it was never
one
the-
we saw.
The one we saw was just an evolute. It was just a shiny that randomly evolved.
Yeah.
That makes it worse.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because narratively, it makes more sense that Larvesta laid those eggs and is defending the other ones.
But technically, it can't.
And why can't it?
It's not a fully evolved Pokemon.
What? Larvesta can breed. It's
Can
not
it?
a baby Pokemon. Yes, it
Okay.
can.
Okay.
So I have no. Also, it was hidden, much like how queen bees are hidden in a hive. It's the exact same situation.
Fine.
Yeah, so I see no reason why narratively that couldn't have been a thing. I'm just saying, like, they had potential and they dropped it.
Yeah, but that's the episode wouldn't have worked the same way.
I respectfully beg to differ, but okay.
I just feel like no matter which way you go, there's just gonna be some kind of.
There's gonna be in either way. If they would have done it either way, people would have been pissed off. So it's like you
because
lose.
Listen, if they fix that Go issue, with
I'd
him
rather
fighting the trainer, Ash would be the
I'd rather see Go trying to calm them down because we don't really see it's like
Give me a second, I'll be right back.
consistent. Sorry, it's a consistent. It's a view of consistency now. We have seen Go interacting with Pokemon better by the week. So it's a progression in his character. If he just went and just tried to fight that guy off, that meant that all the shit that he's done was nothing. Like it works better from a narrative perspective that he was trying to calm down the Larvesta.
I like I said, and obviously you're right. Like there's different perspectives.
Yes.
My thing is,
yeah. I mean, to be fair, Tyrone, you're the more battle heavy guy. I'm the more like in depth like analysis. Like I look things from a logical perspective, while you are more of you are more of like the battle run and gun perspective.
Well, that's because Pokemon has continuously followed this theming of the Pokemon make the trainers stronger, and thus the trainers give the Pokemon power. It is a symbiotic relationship. So the battles may not seem like much from a visual standpoint, but they show the growth in and of themselves. You see story development within a battle. You see that stuff all the time. The episode where people praised Go for his reboot jumping off of the Draco Meteors to fight Flygon, well, that's because he picked up that battle style from Ash. It's in the battle. It's a technique that he uses that's inspired from Ash. So thus, the character development becomes Go's battling more like Ash.
Right, but also the bond that Go is showing between like the ability to talk to Pokemon, he also got that from Satoshi, and we're seeing that side of it being demonstrated in this episode.
Right, I'm just saying. And
I know. It's like beauty. Realistically, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. But realistically now, I'm real. Like personally, for me, I have seen the turn of the series. It has taken a long fucking time, but they finally have the right momentum. Yeah, the blue shit next week is the blue shit next week is supposed to be a break. I mean, obviously, you cannot have like intense plot intense all the fucking time, because then first of all, doing these things and doing like all the animations, that takes a lot of man hours. I mean, you think about Iwane, right? He does an episode by himself, but how long are the gaps between his episodes? Like 10.
Yeah.
I
thought of this as well. The narrative perspective of looking at it would have been like the Larvet, because remember, the Larvets didn't trust Go at first because they just see another human. Well, the last interaction that they had with a human was the hunter. Wouldn't it have been poetic justice if Ash tries to calm them down, they don't listen, but they look off to the side and say, whoa, hold up. That human is stopping that human from that hurt us. Oh, they do care. They are protecting us. We can see it because that kid is doing it. Oh, we trust these humans now. We got it. Like, obviously, Pokemon can't speak English and people can't speak Pokemon. But actions speak by themselves. Action knows no language. If you see yourself being protected by somebody who doesn't speak the same language as you, you can still pick up that you're being protected. And that same logic applies here. That's the only reason I felt it would have been good for Go to have a full 1v1 battle against this hunter. Then it would have shown that he's stepping up against a threat.
But again, that was not the focus of the episode. Realistically, the realistic thing is to get the gold scales. If it was like, let's say, if it was for like a sole protection of that, if that was the main point, and they're here to save the mine from being burned down, then I would agree with that. But this wasn't. But
the whole point being is that, above all else, Go cares about the Pokemon, right? So I feel like that still would have been implemented.
That's it would make a lot more sense if it was if they did do the other way. Then the development, the whole like Go being like kinder and understanding to Pokemon, because that's been a recurring theme for like the last like 5 or 7 episodes, that would have been thrown out the window. So that's I think that's one of the creative choices that they decided here. I think that's because considering that they had this focus, this is Project Mew, this is Go's thing. So they wanted to focus on him instead of Satoshi. Satoshi has his own arc to deal with. So but like I said before, they made it so that he doesn't look weak. He was still as much, he's still pretty much level pegging as Go in this episode. They did not like water him down to a point where he's like he's stupid, he's like a dumbass or anything like that. So that's why, a bit. Yes, he contributed quite a bit to moving the plot along and moving to the next stage.
Another issue I just have too is like with Tyrone's statement. I agree 100% that maybe it could have played differently. I just feel that, once again, aside from the Ash problem that we were talking about, I think the other issue would have now been also what happened at the end of the episode, because the goons, and then you're telling me, he was able to beat the boss, but he couldn't beat the goons that came at him.
Yeah, that would have been worse. That would have been extremely worse.
There's a lot of things that now has to be rearranged. But I still agree with one bit that Tyrone said, was that I do agree wholeheartedly that they should have had Go think about what had happened to then tie into the next Project Mew arc, and that will maybe lead him into maybe start thinking, let me go into these approaches myself without having to rely on others this time around, But like we said before, this episode, I feel, no matter how you try to twist and turn it, if you flip one switch, it's just going to cause another one to turn on, and it's just going to have another debate altogether in itself, making you once again question why we're here in the first place with this debate, like with Ash's the problem, or Go's the problem, or the story's the problem, or the adventures. It's always going to be this way. I just feel like for what it did, in my end,
it moves the plot.
Decent. I understand why he wanted to go this approach, but I feel like if you go that approach, you're just gonna completely rewrite the whole episode at that point. So, yeah.
Because I feel that if you had to change any of the formula here, it would completely change the complexion of the episode.
Mm-hmm. But yes,
if anything, to me, that's just because I think the episode was poorly written.
Yeah, but that's also us also trying to come up with answers for that. That's the issue altogether in itself. But that's another discussion for another day, I guess. For the most part, I feel like we got to say what we needed to say, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, again, folks, it's great. It's great when you have differing perspectives, because people look at things differently, and this is true for any point in life, because you always have to remember that people look at it from Kuro said it best. We all look at it from a different lens, but at the end of the day, we just have to think, okay, what we could then take, okay, all these aspects together, and then we are a nice happy family.
Yeah, everybody has their different approach in it. Some just view it for what it is.
And that's why, folks, we've been going on for fucking 6 years now.
6 to 7 years, yes,
6
indeed.
to 7, 8 if you count Dean and me and KG.
Yeah, McLovin.
Yeah. All right, though. So with that,
but yeah, folks. Thanks for sticking around. I don't even think that Scan was translated yet. So you heard it here first.
Yeah, and first of all, thank you TSS for that as well. Much appreciation.
Yep.
Yeah. Considering that my pitch accent is no fucking good, I was able to at least get that. And actually, my skills have improved over the last year, and I think it's thankful that I'm really working towards my goals.
Mm-hmm.
And but like I said, it really thank you guys for just sitting down, listening, and for this exclusive translation. World premiere, yeah, because I have a feeling that you're probably going to get it. They're going to get one, like you're going to get the translation on Twitter anyway in like maybe a few hours. But you heard it here first. And but yeah, Japanese is a cool language. That's why I watch all the episodes with closed captions, so that I can really like get into the nitty-gritty and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but thank you guys. Yeah, and definitely trying to translate something from something that isn't your native language, and you don't have as much experience, is very difficult. But as much as you do it, as further along that you get, the easier it becomes. Like you heard me there, it took me a lot less time than it was when we remember when we did the translation for the episode summary that came out for the Kukui fight.
Yeah, because that literally came out during the middle of the pod.
That came out literally during the middle of the pod, and it took me a long time to understand that. While here, I was able to rattle it off pretty quickly.
Yeah, years of development, chat.
Yes.
Because it's moving slowly doesn't mean it's not moving at all. It's moving, and it's always important to continue, even if it takes a little step at a time. But that's okay. So. With that, TSS, thank you so much for your translations. Tyrone as well.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much for coming as always every week for these things. Much appreciated on that too, Tyrone. Let's go and wrap things up by talking about the shenanigans we obviously are going to be doing within this upcoming week, because we have a lot of things for our own respective channels. I'll obviously post my own over here for those to see on the main thing in itself, chat, so you guys can see for yourself what exactly is going to happen on my channel within this upcoming week. Obviously, we finished a recent Monday session here with the pod, but of course, Tuesday we're going to have Mario Party 3 with Tyrone. Of course, continuing on from that, we'll have our Pokemon Black 2, White 2 playthrough, because we didn't have that last week given the situations that had played out. Wednesday, we'll obviously have our Sword and Shield shenanigans, so make sure to look forward to that. Thursday was the question mark thing, because I legitimately didn't know what I wanted to approach with, but Tyrone will probably talk a little bit more about that when he gets his chance to talk about it. And then, of course, Friday, we'll obviously talk about the reaction nights. Obviously, reacting to the latest episode of PM 2019, as well as reacting to other videos and whatnot that we can throughout the night. So, yeah, that's going to be my stuff for this week. So make sure to follow here if you have yet to do so. Make sure to keep up to date with my shenanigans here on this channel, as well as the rest of the others here that are in this call as well. So that's going to be it on my end here. TSS, I'll pass this one on to you, buddy. What you got for this week for yourself, pal?
Alrighty. So tomorrow, as an alternative on my channel, TSS_killer on Twitch, we are going to be doing Cruisin' Blast, 8 p.m. Eastern. Really excited for this game. This is the first game that I'm really excited for since Cruisin' World. It came out in '99 on the N64. So to finally have the opportunity to do Cruisin' Blast, feel like it's going to be a blast. 29 tracks, lots of cars, lots of unlocks, lots of randomness. 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, and then we're going to go straight into Black and White 2 on KG's channel. And And then on Friday is Persona 3 Fest Undub at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're at part 15. Holy shit, we're almost 40 hours into this game. And been having a real blast for this. And come check me out there. We're gonna have Terrell, the Insane Game Freak, hopefully join us. I mean, I was doing a few of these solo, but hopefully we'll have folks on. But yeah, that's it. Friday at 8 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern is Persona 3 Fest, and then Tuesday for Cruise and Blast.
All right then. And also, Donnie provided the link, so make sure to go and check that out yourself, chat.
Yay!
All right. Last but not least, Tyrone, take it away, buddy. What you got going on this week?
My Twitch channel's changed its name.
What?
I went the TSS route. So it's Tyrone_TG3 now.
Oh, really?
Yep. Well, because for some reason, back then on my Twitch channel, it was Tyrone the God 3. That was the only way that you could see my Twitch. And I tried to change it to Tyrone TG3, but that didn't work. So I had to take the TSS route and call it Tyrone_TG3. So now it's Tyrone_TG3. So yeah, that's where you can find it now. And with that being said, tomorrow, Mario Party Madness, and then Pokemon Black, like KG said. After that, on Wednesday, we're doing more Shadow the Hedgehog with Media Nut. And then after that, we're gonna be doing on Thursday. We'll be playing Swoosh. We'll be playing Sword and Shield. But we will, unlike KG, we will be on the competitive side, building teams, hatching eggs, teaching moves, raising Pokemon, IVs, EVs. It'll be a good old-fashioned chill session with me and the people in the pod here, as well as obviously our other pod friends. And we'll all just be chilling and, playing like almost 4 hours of Pokemon again, like we used to. Because we did that a long time ago, and I really liked that. So I thought it was a good opportunity to go ahead and do the competitive scene stuff again. So yeah. And then obviously Persona will be on Sunday. But Persona will be an hour earlier than it normally is. So yeah, look at that.
7 Eastern Sunday for that Persona 5.
Yeah, and then and it'll be 6 o'clock Central. So it'll end at 10. So it will still be 4 hours. It's just earlier this time. And I did that because time convenience wise, it's better. It just more people will show up at 6 rather than 7.
Especially now that we're in the school hours.
Yeah, we're in the school hours. It's kind of late, so I went ahead and made it an hour early.
And for those who are still in school and all that, please, best of luck, and make sure to keep yourself safe with this.
Also on the pod next week, I'm going to be talking about off-lease tiny PCs, and also the recent developments with the Spine PS4 emulator.
Huh. Well, it is that. Well, I guess I'll find out on Monday.
That's it. Neat.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil myself, so I'll keep that hidden on my end. All right, so chat, thanks again for tuning in for tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed our shenanigans, and we will talk with everybody later in our next weekly podcast. So make sure to tune in then. But if you want to watch our other shenanigans, you can always check out our channels, respectively, Tyrone's, Eyes, TSS's, K's as well, which were provided by our buddy
thank you,
Donnie.
Kay. Thank you, Kay, for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Kay.
And we'll try our best to help her out with a capture card movie.
And if you haven't followed her already, it's K_EXE.
And also, if you haven't seen her Twitter as well, another teaser trailer came out regarding something for her future,
that's gonna be great.
As we said before, chat, we got to see something that just saying, y'all ain't ready for this. But let's take a look. We got to manage and choose the prediction outcome. So, was Tyrone indifferent to this week's episode? Yes or no?
I was indifferent.
So, yes, you were indifferent towards this week's episode.
Yeah, I was indifferent.
Okay, it felt weird because I didn't know how this was supposed to be.
Well, because I gave it a 6, which is higher than a 5.
Yes.
Because there are some things I did genuinely like, but it drops the ball on so much it prevented me from giving it anything higher than that.
Okay, so basically you had your yeses and your no's. So yeah, that is an indifference then.
Yeah.
All right, so the episode is no, so I'll put it for no.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. All right, so there you go, chat. You got your points. So once again, everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in for tonight's episode. We hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go night-night because I am exhausted as well on my end. And I still got to do my dailies in the process too, so I got to go take care of that before I go pass out. But thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We'll talk with all of you guys later in whatever video we make. Take care, everybody. And as always, make sure to have yourselves an awesome day. And TSS, you already know the rules.
Wash your fucking hands.
Indeedy. All right. Night-night, everybody.
Maybe.